The voice of Just Wrestling 6 Simon says here, well, all right then. No filibuster, no banter, no further ado, no wasting time. We are getting right to the nitty-gritty here with match number 7 of Just Wrestling... No, Anastasia versus Sideshow. Well, it looks like August is talking some sense into the situation, telling Sideshow to get down. There we go. More apropos. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to inform you that this match is going to make history as Anastasia versus Emily Locke of Exodus is confirmed. Yep, the bell has rung, and this will be the very first women's match in the history of Just Wrestling. And it appears that the boys are all about it. Our first lockup of the match. You just heard the guys in full support of these two young ladies locking horns, chanting women's wrestling. Emily Locke with a slight size advantage, backing Anastasia into the corner. Also has the experience advantage. Miss Anastasia's only been in the business for about a year and a half. Yet despite her inexperience, she knew enough to know she needed a handful of hair to drag her opponent into the corner, not allowing herself to be woman-handled back into the corner for a second time. Anastasia, the less experienced of the two, trained right here at the Crypt Wrestling facility. She's got more designer handbags than she's had matches, as opposed to, big shoulder tackle. Emily Locke, debuting in 2021, trained at the Wrestling Lab, big STO. And, jeez, this match went from groundbreaking to bone-breaking. I am not sure how Anastasia just kicked out after Locke flattened her with that senton. Big snap there. And Emily Locke just folding Anastasia like a cheap lawn chair. 1, 2. Whew. Despite all the punishment she's been taking, Anastasia's still able to kick out. And, folks, Anastasia now proving that she can be as conniving and dangerous as she is privileged. Showing that despite her posh lifestyle, she is not above getting down and dirty to gain the advantage. Now, completely disregarding, forget sportsmanship, completely disregarding the rules. The referee having to admonish her, an eye rake, a blatant choke, and they're charging in with a rushing back elbow, drops Emily Locke to a seated position. Anastasia now with a meteora right to the chest or potentially the face of Emily Locke, and she's basking in her own glory. 1, 2. It's going to take a little more than that to take the more experienced opponent down. Emily Locke, trained at the Wrestling Lab, as I mentioned before, by the likes of Jay Lethal and the technical. Look at the choke. She does not give a damn about the wrestling rulebook, and interestingly yanking Emily Locke backwards with the use of the middle rope. Miss Locke trained by the technical alchemist David Mercury. I'm detecting a hint of frustration on the affluent Anastasia, locking in that chin lock. And I shan't repeat what the men around the ring were just chanting, but not shy about voicing their disdain for Anastasia, calling her a certain name in both English and Spanish. And a jumping face buster takes Emily Locke down right in the mush, into the cover, and a big kick out with authority. Look at the absolute frustration Anastasia's displaying. Woohoo! Big shot by Emily Locke. And Anastasia with a shot of her own. It's breaking down, ladies and germs. We have got ourselves a Pier 6 Donnybrook open hand chops to the tender bits. These ladies not afraid. They are fighting for equal rights with equal lefts as well. Shoves her away, and a big Polish hammer from Emily Locke, and another. Could she be looking for? And a big back elbow into the corner of her own. We saw the same maneuver executed by Anastasia. A fake face full of behind. And holy smokes, oh my God. Emily Locke just crushed Anastasia with a basement crossbody and a leaping front suplex. A variation of the facebuster we saw executed on her earlier by her opponent. Not enough though. Did not keep Anastasia down, and you can see the disbelief on Emily Locke's face there. She's got the rear waist lock in and a ripcord, but no, Anastasia was ready for it. A neck breaker. Could that be it? There's the one, there's the two. Emily Locke refusing to give it up. Both of these women, this is more than just a match. As I mentioned several times, this is the historic first female fight of Just Wrestling, and a win in this match would be a huge feather in the cap. Ripcord Ace Crusher! Ripcord Ace Crusher! And the feather in the cap goes to Exodus's own Emily Locke. And gang, what a night it has been for the stable of Exodus. We saw in match 5 tag team partners collide, Body Bundy versus Jack Josh, leaving it all in the squared circle. In match number 2, Jacob Walker scored what I am not afraid to call an upset victory, pinning the FIP World Heavyweight Champion Auguste Artois, and now the female representative of the group. Typical of Anastasia, Emily Locke scoring the first women's victory of Just Wrestling's tenure.